And it's this constant reminder to bring ourselves back into the present moment, to be grateful for wherever it is that we are, because that's where we're supposed to be, and that's where we're supposed to get the lesson, and that's where we are supposed to grow from. And if we're constantly pulling ourselves out of the present moment, how is God, how is the universe going to see that we are capable and that we are worthy of having the thing that it is that we want in a future present moment? How are we supposed to show, or how is living not in gratitude of the present moment going to show that we are going to live in gratitude of a future present moment? Does that make any sense? Hi, I'm using my tiny microphone right now because obviously I'm not home. I'm actually in a city called, let me fact check myself, Bolton? If it's pronounced Bolton, like Troy. You guys, I don't know what it is about High School Musical right now. I'm also really nervous to talk loud because it's about to be 7 o'clock in about 7 minutes. Okay, there's another one. And it was 14 seconds when I said that. There's a lot of really trippy things going on right now. Cool things. Thank God this microphone. Hopefully you guys can't hear that because the AC just went on. And for me, it's really loud. So actually, that's a nice little buffer to feel comfy talking at a fairly loud vocal level. Okay, so right now I'm in a place called Bolton, I'm assuming. I want to look up how to say it. Buellton. How to pronounce. I guess it's not Troy Buellton, but the last 20 seconds got cut off, I guess. So I'm here accompanying my sister. She has a bride to do hair and makeup for out in Lompoc. Lompoc? I'm gonna lean up against this wall so I get a little comfy. Okay, so I'm here to accompany my sister because she had a bride to do. She was gonna bring her husband, but then he had work on Friday and we were leaving Friday, and he also he like wouldn't know what to do alone. I love being alone and doing my own thing. So she was just like, I'm gonna take Zoe because Zoe's gonna figure it out for herself. And I had to finish editing. Oh, my captions are done. I had to finish editing because I didn't post yesterday in your timeline. No, in the timeline that I'm filming this. I didn't film yesterday. I'm constantly reminding myself that I don't need to abide by a super strict schedule. You know, I get so hard on myself when I literally just take a single day off and then I return to it the next day. I'm getting so many signs of the fact that I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. Literally, okay, so I got back from dropping my sister off at the venue, which is about 10 minutes away from here. And then I was driving back. I was like, ooh, we have one more slice of pizza from last night. I'm gonna eat that pizza when I get back. Because initially I was gonna take a nap. I was gonna come back here, take a nap, wake up at 8, and then finish editing, and then we're right next to Solvang. So I was gonna go into Solvang and do my thing. Since I was pretty much done with this video, I just need to go through the captions, export it, and then upload it to YouTube. And I was gonna force myself to edit another video and post up 2 today, but honestly, I have nobody else that I'm doing this for except for myself, and you guys are already catching up to me timeline wise, and I like to keep that couple of days in the future business going on. So I'd just rather allow today to be a single post, tomorrow to be a single post, you know, like my 1-a-days are fine. If I take a day off, come back the next day, we're gonna be fine. I literally don't know why I put this extra pressure on myself that I need to show up a particular way, or, you know, my people aren't gonna find me if I'm not posting every single freaking day. And we're learning. Oh, but anyways, that's what I was saying. So I came back and I ate the pizza, and I think we had a salad and we had spaghetti and meatballs, and there's a little bit of, well, we didn't touch the salad at all, but there's a little bit of the spaghetti left, and I was looking for napkins. So there was a bag on top of a bag, and then that bag didn't have napkins, so I put it to the side, and I open up the other bag that it's with, and okay, hold on, I'm gonna go get it, because literally open up, I don't want you guys to see it yet. I'll open up the other bag, and I was like, oh, there's numbers on it. It was our order number. How much do you want to bet that it's going to be 143? I had no idea that that was our order number last night. And hold on, I'm gonna put this back. And you guys okay? And literally, I am constantly followed by 143, our former Wi-Fi password before we had to switch modems, whatever the thing is called. It was, the end of our password was 143, and 143 just follows me around. I know Katy Perry's upcoming album, although we may have our what is it? Not repercussions, our reservations about Miss Katy Perry. But Kirsten and I were listening to her Call Her Daddy podcast on our drive here, and I was resonating with the girl. She was saying some stuff that I was just like, yeah, I feel you. And I've always just been drawn to her style as a pop artist and her creativity. She's a Scorpio, and I love a Scorpio. And her album is called 143, and her angel number is also 143. But I always notice that when I'm in a moment of needing assurance or clarity from my angels, from my guides, that the number 143 will present itself to me, whether it's on my clock, apparently if it's on a to-go bag, just wherever I need the reassurance from. On my drive back, I was listening to a message that was reminding me to just remain present and to do my own thing, and to continue moving forward, because I'm exactly where I need to be, and there's nowhere else that I'm supposed to be. I keep getting in my own way because I'm not seeing the results fast enough, or I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or I'm not where I want to be, and all these quotation mark phrases that I know deep down aren't based in reality. They're based on the fear, and they're based on these assumptions that I'm supposed to be somewhere else. When I said this in a previous video, if I was supposed to be at that place at this moment, I would be there at this moment, because I'm not. That is not where I am supposed to be yet. And it's this constant reminder to bring ourselves back into the present moment, to be grateful for wherever it is that we are, because that's where we're supposed to be, and that's where we're supposed to get the lesson, and that's where we are supposed to grow from. And if we're constantly pulling ourselves out of the present moment, how is God, how is the universe going to see that we are capable and that we are worthy of having the thing that it is that we want in a future present moment? How are we supposed to show, or how is living not in gratitude of the present moment going to show that we are going to live in gratitude of a future present moment? Does that make any sense? We're constantly growing. I'm constantly reminding myself that. I'm happy to be here. I have been filming a little bit of just the scenery. I'm honestly really excited to go to Solvang, because I've been wanting to go to Solvang, but because Solvang is in Santa Barbara County, which is about 3-ish hours north of LA, it's a day drive. It's a day drive. It's a day trip type of place. And yeah, I can go there on a casual whim, but I'm literally placed here for a reason. And I think it's so fascinating that I saw there is a Hans Christian Andersen museum or something, and that is one of the original folklore fairy tale, although his fairy tales were darker than the Disney revisions. The fact that I've been studying folklore and fairy tales through women who run with the wolves, that is such a fascinating thing. And although I'm a beachy girl, I know that embracing different cultures and environments is good for me, and that's a part of what I want to do. And to travel to different places that I don't naturally gravitate to, because that is just not my like everyday aesthetic, is great. I need to be taken to places that I've never been before and that I wouldn't off the top of my head go, because it's not an island, or it's not a beachy place, or it's not a tropical escape, you know what I mean? And there's so much to learn from places that aren't our natural environment. The fact that Solvang is a Danish city, town in California, in Santa Barbara County. I just so happened to be here. I thought that we were going to be in Santa Barbara. And so I was prepared for like beachy kind of like beachside OC vibes. But the fact that we're inland, literally in a city town that's right above Solvang, I was just like, wow, I've been talking about Solvang quite a bit every now and then. I've always been interested to go because it's just such a random little place that exists in the state of California, and you wouldn't think that Solvang is a place that is here. And my mom is currently in I think they're in Ireland. I could be wrong, but they're in Europe right now. And because that I'm not physically in Europe at the moment, that is just not where my cards were dealt for this particular present moment in life. I have the next best thing of being in or right above a Danish inspired city, town. I keep saying city slash town because cities are kind of big, towns are a little small. Even though my hometown is called the city of Walnut, maybe Solvang is a city, but I will call it a town because it's little town, a quiet village. I don't want to sing because I think we have next door neighbors. Literally, it was 11 o'clock or midnight, and I was trying to go to sleep, but I kept scrolling on my phone. But then I also didn't have my weighted blanket, so I was just having a naturally difficult time falling asleep. And then whoever came in around midnight, 1 o'clock, decided to be slamming their doors, and then me slamming their doors shut. And when I came back, I realized it was probably just like how the doors shut, because I was shutting the doors a little loud over here, but it's fine. Everyone's okay. I think it's understood that we're all just a little sleepy. But yeah, I wanted to, my initial plan was to try to get myself close to the ocean, but then we're honestly in like vineyard area. This is the vineyard. I didn't realize that there were vineyards and agriculture like this in the Santa Barbara area, but I also shouldn't have been surprised because it is almost central California. I need to understand my geography better. My elbow needs to cry. There's just a lot of greenery. Where Kirsten's venue is, there's like a water, like a lake or something. I was very confused, and then I was just in a dead zone cellular service wise, so that was also interesting. But I wanted to tap in with you guys. Oh, that's what I was saying. I wanted to go to a beach, but then we're like in the middle of somewhere, and then all of the highways weren't bringing me close. PCH is the one where the one goes Point Concepcion. I'll pull up a map maybe. Point Concepcion, I don't know, however you say it. It is, the one doesn't touch it, and it's what is it? Uninhabited, what's the word? Oh, am I running out of space? Hold on.